Hi there! Welcome back to the MB Makes knitting channel. My name's Melissa and I'm the maker behind MB Makes. You can find me here on YouTube as well as on Ravelry and Instagram as MB Makes. I normally do regular podcast episodes on my channel, but sometimes I like to throw in a special video too, like my latest video, for example, which was a t-shirt roundup video. But today, finally, after 2 months, I'm back here with a regular podcast episode. The reason that it's been so long, usually I do these podcasts every month, but last month I was just so busy with work and other life things. We're here now today. It's the 2nd of June. And my 2-week holiday has just started. We are leaving tomorrow to Zeeland in the Netherlands for just a week of relaxation and exploring. And then the week after we're just home. So I will have some more time for knitting and other crafts. So I might do some kind of vlog style video with my crafting. We'll see, depending on the weather. Because the last few weeks haven't been great weather. If you're from Belgium, it has been raining almost non-stop. And I was still able to wear my warmer knits. And one of the things I've been wearing a lot has been my sweater number 1. I knit this last year around this time. And back then I hadn't been wearing it that much because it was a lot warmer. But for these temperatures this is perfect. It has a quarter length sleeve and it's knitted with 1 strand of Gabo brushed alpaca. In this beautiful green color that I really love. And I love wearing this sweater. Although when I finished it, the bind-off of the body was a bit too tight. It's fine for wearing. Just fine. If I were to knit this again, I would just knit a size bigger for some more positive ease. But it was a very easy pattern to knit and fun to have this bright color on my needles. So that's what I'm wearing. And I have quite a few whips to show you. I only have one finished object, which is a pair of socks. And then I have a lot of whips that you've seen before that I made a good bit of progress on. And also 3 new whips that you haven't seen before on the podcast. I did show these on my Instagram already, so if you're not following me over there, definitely do that if you want to be more up to date on what I'm working on. And then I also bought a lot of yarn these past 2 months. I've put them all together here in a basket and it's actually really quite a lot. So I will keep that all for the end of the podcast episode. And talk to you my ideas about what I want to make with these yarns. It was my birthday in April, so of course I asked for yarn for my birthday. I also went to a yarn fair at the beginning of April. And I bought some lovely yarns over there as well. I went on a little weekend trip with my mom to Germany, where I also visited the yarn store and only got 2 skeins of yarn as a souvenir. And I'm accepted into a testknit, so I also had to get some more yarn for that because I didn't have the right yarn quantity in my stash. So if you want to see all that, stick to the end of this video. And let's dive in first with my finished object. And so as I said, it's a pair of socks. and it's the Aviva socks by Lydia Rhabarber. I had already finished one in November because that was a test knit, and you only had to finish one for that, so that's what I did. But then, yeah, I kind of forgot about the second sock a bit. It was on my needles, but yeah, I didn't work on it a lot. But it is actually a very quick pattern to knit. So yeah, I had to finish it now because yeah, these are some beautiful spring socks with the lace. As you can see, I haven't woven in my ends yet, but I did block this. So they are both blocked. I just need to sit down and weave in these ends and then I can start wearing them. Temperatures here are definitely still okay to wear woolen socks. So yeah, I should just do this. So that's my one finished object of the past 2 months. But I have been working on my other socks too. This, for example, is one of my self-drafted socks. It has a fun stitch pattern with just knits and purls. And I forgot the name of this yarn, but I will put it somewhere on the screen or below in the description box. This feels really rustic, but yeah, it has some nice texture to it. You can see, yeah. It looks really lovely. I did do the heel, just a regular slip stitch heel flap and gusset. So yeah, there's no rush in finishing these socks. It's nice to pick up from time to time. But I sometimes forget about these because they live in my cabinet downstairs. So yeah, I should put these somewhere more inside so that I don't forget about these. And then another sock that I have on my needles. Going quite quickly through these because you've seen these before if you watched previous podcast episodes. And there's not so much progress on these. So I think last time I just did the color work of the leg, and now I've turned the heel and I'm doing the color work on the foot. Yeah, haven't touched these socks in the last few weeks actually, because they're not really mindless and not easy to transport, because you have like these different skeins, and then I'm following the pattern from the book, so I can only work on these at my desk. So yeah, hope to finish these maybe next week, or at least this one sock during my holiday, if I can. Then another whip that I actually haven't touched in the last few weeks, but I worked on in April a lot, is my stick season sweater by the Creabea. I finished the yoke last time. No, I hadn't finished it last time, so I now finished the yoke and connected in the round. And when my skein ran out of yarn, I decided to put in the neck first. And I did do it a bit shorter than the pattern recommends because I didn't want it to be too high up. Yeah, I think this is gonna be a lovely sweater to wear in the fall. I'm okay with putting this on hold for a little bit during the warmer months and picking it up again maybe back in August, end of August, to finish it for the fall. Because now I only have like stockinette in the round for the body, the bottom ribbing, and then the 2 sleeves. So the hard part is done. Oh, I forgot to say I'm using Drops Daisy for this. And yeah, it's working up really nicely. It's really squishy. And I'm very curious to see how this wears. But I will definitely let you know. Then one of my whips that I have spent a lot of time on, because it's been on my needles for 2 years now. And it's my Soufflé by Penrose. And I did quite a lot since last time you saw this. I have done the I-cord neckline. Tuck this in. I've done the I-cord neckline with a little keyhole at the back. I've done the 2 sleeves with the folded over hems, which I was a bit afraid of at first, but actually it's very simple and it looks really nice. I've also tried this on already, and yeah, it sits very nice. It's a lovely poofy sleeve and I can't wait to wear this. I've also done a good chunk of the body. So this is where I was last time, now I'm here. I have about 10 centimeters left to go, I think. And then I can do the folded hem. And then all that's left to do is the ruffle. And choose a button for the back. But I will probably go and shop my grandma's button stash, because she has, yeah, a lot of buttons, some random single buttons that I think maybe there's a special one that suits this blouse and that I can use for this. I'm almost onto my last skein of this yarn. This is Lang Yarn's Lace. It's really lovely to work with. It holds, it has quite a lot of yardage in one skein, which is nice. So this is my 4th ball. I just ran out of my 3rd, so now I'm ready to put in the 5th, and then yeah, once I finish the body I will do the ruffle with hopefully what I have left. Yeah, hope that I don't have to play yarn chicken, but we'll see. Maybe I'll do the ruffle first now. But I find this an easy project to just pick up, knit in round, since it's just stockinette. So yeah, hopefully this is really done by next podcast episode. I will spend most of my time on this during my 2-week holiday now. And also my test knit that I will show later. Then I have my Lento sweater. Don't exactly remember where I was last time. I don't think I had split for body and sleeves yet. But now I have. So it's starting to really look like a sweater. Yeah, you can see. I have done about 10 centimeters of the body, I think. And yeah, I'm alternating skeins because I'm using Handdyed yarn by the Mindful Creators. So yeah, it's best when you use hand-dyed yarn to alternate skeins. I'm also holding the hand-dyed Suri with a strand of Woolyknit merino to get this lovely fabric. And I think, yeah, with the alternating skeins there's no pooling or anything. Yeah, it creates a nice variegated effect. And yeah, I'm not sure yet if I will also alternate skeins for the sleeves. I only have 3 skeins of the Suri, and so I'm using skein 1 and 2 for now for what I have already. But I might stop doing the body and do sleeves now first. I'm not sure. If you have any recommendations using hand-dyed yarn for a sweater, definitely let me know. What should I do? Finish the body first with the 2 skeins I'm now working with, and then use the 3rd skein for the sleeves? Or also alternate the skeins I have with the 3rd skein? Yeah, let me know what you think. But yeah, this is on 6mm needles, I think, so when I work on this it goes quite fast. You make progress really quickly. I just need to pick this up and work on it. But again, since it's not really a very portable project, I don't spend so much time on it. And then now onto my new cast-ons. One is a very fun project for a knit-along that I'm joining on Instagram. And it's for the emotional support chicken. Don't know the name of the designer, but I will put it up here somewhere. And yeah, I'm knitting this chicken with a lot of other knitters from Belgium and the Netherlands over on Instagram. And yeah, I've seen some really colorful and fun chickens already. Everyone is so fast. It's a fun pattern. It's a lot easier than I thought. I just need to focus on it because it's not so mindless. But it is all garter stitch, so that's easy. So yeah, I will now show you what I have. I have half a chicken. So you can clearly here see the tail part. And then this is going to be the belly. So now I need to continue for the rest of the body and then the head. And then I need to knit a separate part for the bottom of the belly. And then I can stuff her. That doesn't sound very good. But yeah, I have some stuffing ready and some eyes also, safety eyes. And this is gonna be a chicken for my boyfriend. I actually haven't knit anything for him yet. And I thought, when I told him about this chicken that I was knitting, I thought that it would be nice to knit this for him. He chose the orange as the accent colors. And this is some leftover drops air and drops brushed alpaca from a hat that I knit. And the main color is just some Julia wool from Zeeman. The Dutchies will know. So yeah, that's like an acrylic and wool blend. So I thought it would be perfect for this fluffy, squishy chicken. I just had these all in stash, so it's a great stash buster. And I definitely want to make one for me as well after I finish this one, with probably some fun hand-dyed yarn that I have in my stash. So yeah, this will probably also be a finished object next time. Then, a few weeks ago, my pre-order yarn got delivered from Through the Wardrobe Yarn Co. She had a Bridgerton collection pre-order a few months ago, I think. And yeah, with the new season of Bridgerton releasing a few weeks ago, I wanted to get some yarn of this collection and knit a summer tee. And I bought this lovely yarn. This is one of my acquisitions for this these 2 months. And it's the colorway I Burn For You in Regency Romance, which is a 50% superwash merino and 50% silk. It's a fingering weight yarn, 400 meters runs, 400 meters for 100 grams. And it's this beautiful purple. And yeah, as I said, I wanted to knit a summer tee. So I went with the Gabriella Tee by Adorable Knits. And this is what I have so far. Not looking much like a tee yet. This is a bit of a special construction. The t-shirt is a raglan t-shirt, but you start with knitting the left shoulder first and then the right shoulder, and then you connect in the round at the front, and then a bit later you connect at the back, and then you can start just doing your regular raglan increases. And the sleeve has a very beautiful lace detail, which I really loved, and then just some stockinette for the rest, where you can see the colorway really nicely. So yeah, this is what I have so far of this t-shirt. I really want to have this finished by the end of summer, hopefully a bit sooner, so that I can still wear it maybe in the summer. But this will probably be something that I can start wearing next spring. But that's okay. I'm looking forward to having this in my wardrobe. It's a beautiful purple and the yarn is really soft. I'm really curious to feel it on my skin, see how it wears. With it being like 50% wool in the summer, we'll see. But yeah, if the temperatures aren't too high, this might work. The sleeve I think comes to just above the elbow, and with the lace I think it will be nice for a cooler summer day. Yeah, this is my cake. Dorothy from Adorable Knits is also doing a knit along for this pattern. So if you want to join, you can definitely do so over on Instagram. And also check out her YouTube channel where she shows a lot of behind the scenes of her design process. And then the last new cast on I want to show you is my test knit. I am selected to test knit the Lunan tee for the Creabea. This is my first time test knitting for her, but I have knit her patterns before. I've knit her toasted tee already once. I have plans for more. And then I'm also working on the stick season sweater. So her patterns are very nicely written, and I'm very happy to be chosen to test knit for her. And I first looked in my stash to see if I had yarn that would work for this test knit. I'm doing the round neck version in DK weight. She also has a really lovely polo v-neck version, and she offers both also in a 4-ply weight. But I was selected for the DK weight round neck version. And I'm knitting the size 5, which gives me quite a bit of positive ease. And I've only just started on the back. The yarn I'm using is Bamboo by Veritas, which is a Belgian yarn store. I've used other yarns by them before. And this is a lovely 60% bamboo and 40% cotton blend. And this is a 100 gram skein and has 250 meters. so it's a light decay, I'd say. And yeah, I swatched and my swatch turned out great. So I have cast on for the back. This is what I have so far. It's a ribbed stitch pattern. And so you first work back panel, then pick up for the front, connecting around for the front, and then connect in round for the body, knit the body and knit the sleeves. This is a drop shoulder design. And yeah, so I only am this far, but yeah, I've only just started a few days ago. And this will be definitely my knit to take with me on holiday. We are going by car, so I can do some car knitting on this. And yeah, we have a lovely test group on Instagram where all the others are also showing their yarns. Yeah, it will be very lovely to work alongside them for this test knit. And yeah, so that's all my whips, or like active whips. I do have some hibernating whips over there in the corner that I'm just going to ignore for now. We'll get back to those later. Okay, I'm back. I took a short break to drink some water, but now I'm back to film the second part of this video, which is my yarn haul from the past 2 months, including some pre-order yarn, some yarn from a festival, and some birthday presents. So some of this is gifted, but yeah, it's by my family, so not really by yarn brands or anything. I already showed you this yarn from my Gabriella Tee, which was the pre-order yarn by Through the Wardrobe from their Bridgerton collection. And I also got, I got 3 skeins of the I Burn For You for my t-shirt. And then I got 1 skein of this sock yarn, Romantasy sock, which is a 75% superwash merino and 25% nylon. And this is called Dreaming of Candy Unicorns. It's very lightly variegated, and this was not part of the Bridgerton collection. This was just a one-off skein. Yeah, just I will just use this for some socks in the future. And then I also got 1 Bridgerton sock set, which is this one, beautiful purple. And this one is called, the big one is Bane of My Existence, and the small one is Object of All My Desires. If you've watched Bridgerton, you know. And this is also on the Romantasy sock base. So this will be a special pair of socks. Don't know exactly which pattern yet. Maybe something with some lace to make it more regal. Yeah, not sure exactly what yet. And then yeah, I also already showed you the yarn I'm using for my test knit. So this is also new yarn. I just bought it this week. And it's the bamboo yarn, which also has a really nice feel to it. So I'm very excited to work with these new to me yarns, the merino silk base and the bamboo and cotton base for these 2 t-shirts. Then another summer yarn that I bought most recently is this Tin Line in Again, a purple. I seem to be in a purple mood for summer yarns apparently. But I've been wanting to try the Laine by Sanders yarn for a while, but I think they didn't have the right quantity or color that I wanted at my yarn store. So I went with the thin Laine, and then I just, I think I bought 8 skeins, which should be enough to knit a summer t-shirt. And I will probably be holding 2 strands together to make a DK weight instead of a fingering weight, which should be comparable to just the Laine. Yeah, I'm curious to see the difference between this and the Drops Bell, because I've knit already 3 summer tees in the Drops Bell, so yeah, very excited and curious to see the difference. Then some other summer yarn in a t-shirt quantity that I bought is Vilcolana Merci. In this beautiful minty green. This is a 50% superwash merino and 50% Pima cotton. This is also a fingering weight. And I will probably knit a fingering weight t-shirt with this, since this has wool in it. It would probably not be very summery if I hold this double. Yeah, I will just probably hold this single and knit a summer tee. I have lots of inspiration from my video that I last recorded, so I'll have a look through those. Then some other yarn that I ordered also this week. I was doubting if I would meet Gage with the bamboo yarn, so I had also ordered some Drops cotton merino in this bright red, but Gage was fine for my t-shirt in the bamboo, so I have a t-shirt or cardigan quantity of this red. I have 10 skeins, so yeah, I think I could make a cardigan or quarter length sleeve sweater. Then for my birthday I asked my grandma to get me some more yarn and I got to choose it myself. I ordered from Sip and Knit, which is a yarn store in Brussels. I haven't visited it yet, but yeah, you can order online, so that's what I did. I ordered the 52 Weeks of Accessories book by Laine magazine as part of my birthday gift. And then also a sweater quantity of the Gilead by Dererum Natura. I knit a sweater in the purple Gilead earlier this year. And I absolutely love the fabric. I loved working with it. It blooms so nicely when you wash it. So I knew I wanted to sometime in the future make another project with that yarn. And I got this beautiful color. I think it's called Eucalyptus. And this is 100% wool. It's 100 gram skein. Yeah, it's so nice. It's really soft. Well, not buttery soft like the bamboo, for example, but yeah, it's not prickly at all. It's so nice to wear. Yeah, just great, and I'm very happy to have this sweater quantity in stash now. Then a few weeks ago I took a little weekend trip with my mom and we went to Aachen in Germany, Aachen, and yeah, there was a yarn store there, so yeah, I had to visit. I bought some sock yarn, Melonwet Merino by Lana Grossa, I can also easily get this here, but yeah, I wanted to get a little souvenir skein, and this will be for some more socks for my grandma. That's why I picked something with purple. So yeah, this will maybe be her Christmas socks. And then for myself, I also got some yarn that I hadn't seen before, and it's this one. Skadi. It's by Hey Mama Wolf. I have heard from this brand before on Instagram, I think. Yeah, there was a swatch there at the yarn store, and I felt it, and it was so nice. So I got just this one skein to maybe make a hat or something. Yeah, some kind of accessory with this. It's a beautiful color, this blue, like denim jeans blue. Yeah, another souvenir skein. Then also for my birthday, I placed an order at Wool Madness, which is also a Belgian yarn store or online yarn store. And I got some more Holstgarn Super Soft in this apple green. I don't have a full sweater quantity, but I got this, it's called Dark Apple, and I got this to pair with the leftovers I have from my Lyon sweater. That main color I got a full cone, so I still have some left, and I can pair it with this and make either a colorwork sweater or another striped sweater. I can even maybe marl this, but I don't know if that's really my style. But yeah, I have some of this yarn. And then also I wanted to try out Rama Garn. She had quite a few of those in her store. And I got the Fivel. And I got these two colors. To probably make a colorwork hat or some mittens. This is more rustic, so I'm not sure if I can tolerate it on my hat. Maybe it softens up with washing, I don't know. But yeah, very curious to try this yarn. And then all that's left from new yarns is the yarns that I got at the beginning of April at the Knit and Knot Fair. I have shown a few, I think, in my t-shirt video, or only one. But yeah, I'll go through all of them. So the first yarn that I have here is another t-shirt quantity, but this is in wool. It's a flowy fingering base by the Mindful Creators in the color Ranunculus, which is this orange and pink. And it's 100% superwash merino. One skein is 400 meters and 100 grams. So 3 skeins should be okay to knit another fingering weight t-shirt. I think I will do the Skyline Tee by Tori Yu. That's also in my latest t-shirt video. So I think I will, stick to that. But I might change my mind in the future. I had hoped to cast this on in the summer, but yeah, I already have quite a few t-shirt plans. I'm not sure if this fingering weight t-shirt will get cast on, or maybe I will cast on but not finish. I'm not sure yet. But this looks so lovely. Then I also got some cute mini skeins from the Odd Dodo in green and purple. This is just some sock minis, and I will probably use this in a future Stella quilt cushion project. I just need to see with the mini skeins that I have already that could match with these. But I definitely love these colors and wanted to use them together in a project. And then also from the Mindful Creators, at her stand I touched her Heavenly Alpaca base. She had a sample there and some swatches, and yeah, it is heavenly soft. So I had to get a skein, and I went with the color Lavender Fields, which is again a purple yarn. This is a 70% baby alpaca, 20% silk and 10% cashmere yarn blend. So yeah, this will be something to wear around my neck, probably a scarf or shawl. That will just use this one skein, or I might pair it with some brushed alpaca. I have some purple hand-dyed alpaca by Ginger and Thyme. It's a lot darker purple, but it might match with these darker speckles that are in here. And it's the Birds of a Feather shawl. I've seen Venetia from the Woolly Worker knit that shawl, and I think she only used one skein of hand-dyed and then a fluffy yarn. So I might do that. That would be a very lovely project. Yeah, I have time to think about that. Then I also got another skein of sock yarn from Atelier Het Wolbeest. I also did buy her yarn advent for this year. I think it's by Het Wolbeest. Yeah, I went with the weekly skein advent instead of like the mini skein one where you open one each day. I just open one each week until Advent or until Christmas. But this is her BFL Super Sock base, which is a 75% BFL, 25% nylon. 100 grams is 425 meters. And it's this beautiful burgundy red. It's also leaning a bit purple in real life. Yeah, just beautiful, and it will be nice for a pair of socks. And then I also got some yarn from the Wee Yarn Company, which was also at the Knit and Knot Fair. And I got this skein of sock yarn again. This is the Yaldi Yak sock. So it's 75% superwash merino, 70% superwash merino, 20% yak and 10% nylon. And 100 grams is 400 meters. And it's this beautiful mustardy yellow, which I don't have in the sock yarn yet. So these will definitely become some lovely socks this fall. Very curious to see how the yak feels on my feet. And then from my mom I got some lovely yarns to make a shawl, also from the Wee Yarn Company. I saw some lovely samples all around the market, and yeah, I knew I wanted to knit some special shawl with some beautiful hand-dyed yarn, and I found this green and then these two pink skeins. I thought they would work really nicely together in a shawl. And this is also a very drapey and lovely base. It's their Agnes 3-ply, and it's 70% baby alpaca, 20% silk and 10% cashmere. So I feel it's quite similar to the Heavenly Alpaca by the Mindful Creators. So I'm curious to see the difference between these two. But yeah, this will be another shawl project for the future. Because this is just so soft and drapey. It will make a lovely shawl. So that's it for yarns I got in the past 2 months. I know that this is quite a lot, so I will probably tone down buying yarn for the rest of the year. I definitely have enough yarn to last me a few years. But yeah, when you see some beautiful yarn, how can you resist? I think, yeah, you will all know that as well. I'm very curious and excited to work with all these yarns. And if you want to see what I make with them in the future, be sure to subscribe to my channel and follow me over on Instagram. And if you want to know details about the projects I make, you can check out my Ravelry, where I try to keep up with the projects that I put on there. Yeah, so that's it for this episode. I hope to be back with a regular podcast episode by the end of June and tell you all about what I've worked on this month. I hope to see you then, and happy knitting! Bye!